All right, welcome back to the 2023 ABCA Convention. Sean Connors, co-founder and CEO with E-Team Sponsor. Pleasure to be joined by Mike Curran, head baseball coach at Ohlone College. Here with Mac Chambers, Seminole State, out of the great state of Oklahoma. Ray Skold, Post University.
Yes, sir.
In Connecticut.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thanks for joining the podcast, man.
Thanks for having me.
Great. When you guys come to these conventions, what are you looking to get out of it?
Looking to learn.
Okay.
Looking to always listen to all the speakers, as many guys as possible, trying to pick up different things, that verbiage or practice drills, and just trying to look at all the exhibits and the new products and see everything that's out there and see things that will benefit our kids at Posts.
What do you look to get out of when you come to a convention like this?
Well, I mean, I think a little bit of everything. I think you want to, get to as many conferences as speakers as you can, and,
Sure.
and really kind of soak up what they're giving you, there's just so much wisdom out there.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you get it from the young guys. Sometimes you get it from the old guys, but you kind of get a little bit of something from everybody. And then obviously just the chance to see people.
Yeah.
Guys that you haven't seen in maybe
The
3, 4, 5
side
years.
of it, yeah.
Yeah, and for me, it's just something that always really kind of sort of catapults me into the season.
Sure.
I get to spend 4 or 5 days here. I got 4 kids at home, so to be able to come here and spend 4 or 5 days and really kind of get locked into baseball, and,
Sure.
and I usually spend a lot. I know a lot of guys go out. I'm happily married and whatever, so I usually spend every night in the hotel room and just getting rosters ready and
Sure.
things organized. And I feel like when I get back home, it's like, all right, it's go time.
It's just that knowing that we're talking about the same stuff that everyone else is talking about.
Okay.
And for me, the development for me is 3 things that we tell our guys. First you got to trust what we giving to you. Then you got to add it to your routine. Then you got to do it with a purpose. Now, if we can do them things, your development process is going to really, really be successful. And that's one thing that we pride ourselves on, and getting the trust of our guys to buy into what we're doing. That's the key to anything.
Sure.
They got to buy into it for us, we all to be successful.
Fundraising is a necessary component to it. Talk to me about just philosophically how you guys look at fundraising, and then maybe most importantly, what do you guys actually do with the money? I'm always curious to know, hey, where does this go?
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny too, because I think philosophy, we talk to our guys going into it and say, fellas, listen, you are at a California community college program, you're at a junior college baseball program. We are not Stanford University. We don't have $8 million at our disposal. We're gonna have to work a little bit.
Yeah.
I think the guys buy into it, because what we do to help them to buy into it is we show them immediately, if we do this and if we raise X amount of money, here's what we're going to do with that money.
Awesome.
And so I think where a lot of us go, or maybe I did it in my career earlier too, is we fundraise all this money, and we never really talk to the players about, hey, here's the benefit of it.
Sure.
Listen, if I was spending 13 hours on a Saturday afternoon, working a fundraiser at Cal or Stanford football, I sure as heck would want to know what we're getting out of it,
Sure.
as opposed to this coach who's maybe just going to put it in the back for a while and maybe use it 5 years down the road. So
Sure.
we tell our players, a couple things. Listen, we're going to work hard on fundraising. We try and raise about $70,000 every year.
Wow.
We've got a budget of about 35 grand, so we try and work on about 100 to 105 grand every year for our program. And we tell guys, listen, we're not going to run this like a junior college program. I want to run it like a Division I program.
Love it.
To do that, we're going to have to work hard.
Okay.
So we try and raise X amount of money, working Cal or Stanford football games. And obviously we have a really good relationship with you guys, where we try and raise about $35,000 combined every year. We try and, $25,000 maybe in the fall, $10,000 in the spring. And we tell guys, listen, if we do that, here is what we're going to do.
Nice.
So that comes in the form of hotels.
Okay.
We usually spend about 10 nights a year in hotels, and
Nice.
we tell the guys, listen, we're not going to stay at a little budget inn or a day's inn and have to worry about getting in by 6 o'clock every night. We're going to stay at a nice fancy Marriott every time.
Staying at the Four Seasons.
We are going to. Well, I wish. Hey, that would be nice too.
Yeah.
But we tell them we're going to stay at a nice hotel. Food. We tell them we're not going to. We're not doing McDonald's and Burger King after a game.
Yeah.
If we fundraise right, we're going to make sure that we take care of you after the games. And
Great.
then we tell them we want to do 2 major projects every year.
Okay.
So since we've had the field, this is going on year number 6. We've spent $10,000 on a new hitting bubble. We spent $7,000 on new dugout padding.
Wow.
And then this year we've got 2 projects. We are spending $25,000 to install cameras.
Nice.
So we're going to have immovable cameras in center, behind the dish, first base, third base.
Huge.
And, yeah, so we partnered with a company called Spidia.
Okay.
And that really comes from our relationship with you guys here at E-Team Sponsor.
What are some of the things that you feel have made your program better, or you feel like make it special?
Well, we're able to travel where we want to travel in the fall because our budget doesn't allow us to do them things. So being able to fundraise, it allows us to go. Like this year, we went to Kansas City on a Thursday. Was able to stay the night on the Thursday, played Friday, and then drove back. Friday after the game. We had Saturday off, and then on Sunday we drove to Dallas and played. So it allows us to be able to do a lot of different things. And this spring, we're going to go spend 4 days in Houston and play in the Tournament of Champions. So the fundraising allows us to do that. And also we utilize, we got a new indoor facility. In the last few years, we done took the money from our fundraisers to gradually to be able to do the stuff we need. And without that, we're not able to do it.
I've been talking to a lot of the coaches here this last couple of days about doing that, about being able to get, hey, we want to play the best schedule. We want to give the student athletes the best experience so that they get as many games and ABs and innings in as possible. You've got to fund those trips. How do you guys, what's the mechanisms that you guys have in place to go make those things happen?
Yeah, a big one is E-Team Sponsor. We use E-Team Sponsor. All of our guys in our program participated in it. A lot of the money that we use through those donations helps to go towards southern travel trips early in the season.
Awesome.
And that aids in the experience of our student athletes at Post, and I think that's what makes it exciting to be a Division II student athlete, especially a Northeast kid, to have that opportunity to go down south and play all those games early in the year between February and early March when, hey, there may be bad weather in New England, there may be snow on the field, but our kids have that opportunity to go south and play and compete and develop.
What do you think's the key, what's the number one core, I'd say, or the number one key to success in your opinion for a successful junior college baseball program?
I think it's not lying to the kids. Tell them exactly what they're getting themselves into. Okay. And that's one thing that, we tell the kid and the parent when they come on a visit. Don't lie to them. Don't tell them what they want to hear. Tell them what they need to hear. And you got to be consistent on that. I'm not into lying to kids.
Love it.
It's just one of them things. I'm going to be honest. It's going to be hard work and opportunity. That's the only thing I'm going to promise you. They ain't going to like me every day, but I tell you what, you're going to have an opportunity to reach your potential.
Great. Key to success, recruit.
Find
the Jimmies and the Joes.
I guess we're the winningest program in California since 2017. We won 202 games and lost 39.
Wow.
So
not surprised.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And I appreciate it. Yeah, but again, it comes down to recruiting. You got to find guys, and when you don't have the arms that you need, you got to get creative. And
what's the core fundamental number one thing for you guys in running a successful program?
Big believer in team chemistry.
Team chemistry.
Number one thing is team chemistry. Our culture, we preach a lot about being mentally tough and having toughness on the field and overcoming adversity. And myself, my assistant coaches, we always just keep preaching that message. And you can see guys who've been in the program a long time have a lot more of that mindset versus some of the guys that haven't been there such a long time. So I just think that's when you play 50 games in a regular season, it ain't always going to be sunshine and rainbows. You're going to have adversity in different types of forms, and guys that are champions or true winners always find ways to overcome that adversity.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Coach Chambers, I really appreciate you coming by.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Pleasure to meet you in person. Thanks for coming by, man.
Thank you for everything. I appreciate it.
You got it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Coach, thanks for coming on. Really appreciate you sharing what you did.
Thank you for having me, Sean.
Yeah, you got it. And good luck this season. We'll look forward to catching up with you down the road.
Thank you.
All right, you got it.